Who was the only survivor of the Crimean War?
When did it officially end, then?
That's what you have to find out. Sebastopol and Balaclava and the charge of the Light Brigade, it's that war, yes.
And we got their cannons and made the VC out of them.
It was around the time the cannon was being invented. It was around the 1850s, 1854. But in those days, when Britain went to war, because of a very peculiar law, there was one part of Britain that was exempt from being called either England or Scotland.
Berwick.
Berwick upon Tweed.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely right. Berwick upon Tweed was given a special status as being of the United Kingdom, but not in it. So when British went to war with Russia, it was Victoria, Queen of Britain, Ireland, Berwick upon Tweed, and the British dominions beyond the sea was in the phraseology of the declaration of war. But in 1856, they didn't mention Berwick upon Tweed in the peace treaty, so it was still technically at war until 1966, when the mayor of Berwick on Tweed actually signed a treaty with Russia, saying, now at last, you can tell the Russian people that they may sleep easily in their beds.
I thought Berwick still was separate, isn't it?
They're in England, but they play in the Scottish League.
Is that right?
Excellent.
So there we have it. There's a war that went from 1854 to 1966. A creature that had been on a ship at Sebastopol in the war was still alive when the war ended. It was the only thing still alive. A tortoise is absolutely right. It was a naval tortoise called Timothy the Tortoise. Yeah.
Isn't he just the one that just died?
No, there he is. He's fine.
He carried on living until 2004. Survivor of the Crimean War. He was ship's mascot of the HMS Queen during the first bombardment of Sebastopol.
Did he actually fight in the war?
No. He had survived the war, but was in it, involved in it, in naval occasions. Fighting tortoise.
You crawl back to your line, and then you chuck him again.
Yeah.
The glorious fighting tortoises in the British Army.
They didn't use him to send messages.
No.
That's why it took so
The
long.
enemy is coming.
Has he delivered the peace treaty yet? He's on his way.